everybody. We're here at Cannes with Brand Innovators. I'm Ben from Bluefish, and joining me is Sarah from Mars. Welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, Sarah, tell us, what do you do at Mars?
I lead our salty portfolio of brands. So brands like Pringles and Cheez-It, and really how we grow those businesses and drive those brands.
Very cool. And that's an amazing portfolio of brands. Yeah. Which one is your favorite?
I mean, I don't have a favorite brand. I have a favorite snack, there's no favorite brand. Yeah. Favorite snack, salt and vinegar Pringles.
Salt and vinegar
Always.
Pringles.
Yep.
Wow.
That is my flavor go-to.
I told you before, I love Cheez-Its. It's my favorite snack of all time. Good. So I'm a big fan of the portfolio and Cheez-Its overall. But it's such an incredible portfolio of brands. How do you think about brand building in this new age, in an age where consumer attention is being spread so thin across the board?
Yeah. I think I am lucky to work on these iconic brands that have stood the test of generations. And I think one of the things we do think about is the fundamentals of brand building really haven't changed. We are trying to create incredible touch points with consumers. We're really trying to protect and nurture these incredible distinctive assets, distinctive memory structures that we have. So I think in a lot of ways, the fundamentals are there, and we want to build and protect our brands for generations. As you said, what has changed, there are many more ways to reach consumers today. And I think that's really fundamental in the approach that we are taking. We think of it where we used to be storytellers, we're now story builders. And you see this incredible evolution of two-way communication, of consumers and creators being part of the journey and the storytelling that happens about our brands.
Oh, very cool. Tell me, how do you think about consumer insights in this world where you're getting real-time feedback from consumers and it's sort of a two-way conversation? Is it easier or harder to get these insights?
I think it's easier to get consumer insights. Like always, the consumers are at the heart of what we do. And I think that is something that we care and have cared about forever. The consumers are really why we exist. They're at the heart of what we do. Now we're able to reach them and hear from them in so many more ways. They're giving us messages. They're helping us shape our brands. They're telling us what's culturally relevant. So we're able, through social, through AI, through the incredible tools that we have available, to hear more from our consumers than ever before, and to hear it faster. I think that's the other difference, is we are getting information, we're getting insights in real time.
We're hearing a lot about that. It's such a topic of conversation that we're hearing around these discussions here at Cannes. The speed is just happening faster and faster. It's sort of the principles of brand building shouldn't change, as you said, but you can do it in a faster way. Maybe there's an example or two from a Pringles or another brand that you've seen of how this has worked, or a brand that's done this in a really exceptional way.
Yep. I mean, we have to move at the pace of culture. And I think that's something that's important to us. Culture moves fast. We need to move agilely. We need to move at the pace of culture. I think actually Pringles Super Bowl campaign this year was a great example of where we took a really scale idea, but had an incredible amount of consumer touch points that we were able to react to in real time. Pringles partnered, it launched its Once You Pop campaign. It partnered with Sabrina Carpenter. And we got a lot of great insights from our fans, from her fans, that really allowed us to create a lot of real-time social content, a lot of real-time engagements, and really leverage that collective fan base to strengthen the campaign.
That's so interesting. There was the big moment of the Super Bowl, and then there was sort of this ecosystem around that big moment. Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah. Super Bowl, we talk about winning the 60 days of Super Bowl. Sure. So Super Bowl is one big moment, but there's a lot of lead up to that moment. And we ultimately want to drive conversion before and after that moment. So I think one of the terrific ways of accessing consumers is you're able to sort of shape your plan actively as things pop on social, as the conversation evolves. We now have the richness of consumer insights and the ability to really shape our content throughout the process.
Wow, that's very powerful. That's great. And the way that consumers are sort of interacting with the brands or understanding the brands, are you finding that that's changing in this world of AI? Or are you finding that they're still sort of understanding what the brand stands for and the brand purpose in traditional ways? How are you seeing that evolve?
I think we are able to the fundamentals are really consistent. Just what you said. I think consumers have a good sense, and our job is to really explain what is Pringles, what is core, what is the can, the crisp, Mr. P, some of those core assets.
Yeah.
I think we really see that they can withstand the test of time. I think the context in which consumers are interested in engaging with our brand is evolving a bit. So the landscape, we don't just talk about our food. We see people on our feeds. We don't just engage with just a pure product standpoint, but with a broader brand ecosystem, with influencers, with creators, with partners that are really helping us shape the brands.
That's super cool. And are you seeing that there's more room for innovation within this from a product perspective? Are you seeing that consumers are saying, hey, I would like this, and you're like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think we see the passion from consumers about flavors, the passion from consumers about innovations. They are able to proactively help shape ideas through topics that are trending, through places of interest. So yes, I think consumers are becoming a really powerful source of innovation for us.
Yeah, that's really cool. I've noticed it around Cheez-It, all of the new cool things that are coming out. It's I'm very passionate about it.
Good.
That's cool. And final question for you is, what do you think is next? What do you think is next in this world of building brands that consumers love, with all of the things that are changing in the world, from a technology perspective, from a communities perspective, a social perspective? What do you give the audience sort of one snippet of how you think they should think about things?
I think the pace will continue to increase, and I think we see that every single year. I think the richness of our consumer touch points across current, paid, across earned, across owned, across social, I think those will increase. I think the connectivity across those messages, I think will continue to increase, and will honestly continue to improve. We will continue to strengthen in our ability to give the right message to the right consumer at the right moment, and the specificity around personalization at scale will increase.
Very cool. Well, Sarah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
Thanks.